Today I'm going to be checking out some demos for games that are featured on the Steam Next Fest. Hopefully, both I and anyone watching will see these demos and say, hey, that looks like a pretty neat game. I'll follow that and probably play it when it comes out. That's what the Next Fest is all about. It's about finding games that are upcoming, playing the demos of them, and getting excited for their release, putting new games on your radar that otherwise you probably wouldn't have heard of. So, without further ado, I will begin with, let's start with this one. It's called The First Million, an incremental deck builder where you constantly unlock new cards and upgrades and discover one game-breaking strategy after another to make the first million, and then many more, by Sonderland. Tags, strategy, idler, roguelite, deck builder, replay value, RTS. I suppose we'll see how accurate those are. The first million is the hardest. In this demo, you can only earn up to $100,000, but your career progress will carry over to the full game, so no time is wasted on your way to the first million. Go ahead and do a new run. Deadline, 25 minutes, target $1 million. And they said I can only earn 100,000, so I'm not really gonna be able to finish it, am I? Who cares? New run. Increase your balance to reach the next target before the deadline passes. Fail to reach it in time and you lose. Reach the final target of $1 million to win. You will need a couple of runs to unlock some cards and upgrades before you can win, so don't give up. Okay. Wait for profit and buy a card. Grow, asset common, firehose research common, hype support rare. Earns a profit of $1 every 8.8 seconds and increases its profit by $1. Adds $5 to the profit of a random asset every 17.5 seconds. Expires after 5 cycles. Increase the speed of adjacent cards by times 0.10. Affects directly and diagonally adjacent cards. I might just want to go for that one. Startup. Asset unique. Earns a profit of $10 every 8.8 seconds. New runs start with this card in hand. Okay. Unlock a silver card. The Fast and the Fullest, support rare. Increases speed for all cards by times 0.03 for each card in hand. Subsidiary, support rare. Increases the profit of asset in the center slot by $1 every 8.8 seconds. Earns a profit of $1 every 8.8 seconds, increases the profit by $1 for every 2 group cards on the board. I don't think I have that. I think this one might be for the best. Buy an upgrade. Purchase permanent upgrades with your silver and gold here. Most upgrades will affect current and all future runs. Silver. Every 20 seconds of deadline time you get 1 silver, which you can spend to unlock new cards and permanent upgrades. Silver is saved between runs. Sure. Unlock challenges. Complete them to earn gold, which you need for the best cards and upgrades. Gold is saved between runs. Good to know. Reach the first target. $1,000. $50 every 21.9 seconds. Adds $1 to the profit up to all assets in this row every 13.1 seconds. That sounds good. Sure, that one. 3/4 of the way there to the first target. Okay, let's try that again. So let's go ahead and put this down. Aha, there we go. Might try this one out. And then, let's see. Yeah, this is the one I wanted to get. Pop this here. Then get another one of these, I think. And another one of those. I see the timer, the deadline has gone to a different color now, which I think denotes that my profit is enough for me to be able to reach the goal in time. At least the first target. Okay, we've gotten a gold by reaching first target. And time will be added to the next deadline. I see. Wants me to unlock a gold card now. 5 seconds of the deadline every 17.5 seconds. Creates a new card in hand equal to the card in the slot to the right every 26.3 seconds. Expires after 1 cycle. Stop cycling if that card is a unique or if your hand is full. Okay. Adds 1 cycle to a random research card on the board every 26.3 seconds. That sounds useful. I guess we'll just keep going with this. I don't think we're gonna be able to make that one, but yeah, I can really see myself playing this full game when it comes out. If not on the channel, then on my own. I'm a big fan of incremental idler games. Yeah, I'm convinced there's no way I'm gonna be able to make that in time. Not this run, at least. Deadline's almost up, unfortunately. We'll try and beat the 10,000 there. Okay, so this one is going to move $1 profit from this card to the one in the middle every 3.9 seconds, while this one, every 11.8 seconds, up to 10 times, will add $1 to the profit of this one as well as this one. This one here is just speeding up everything here. Yeah, I'm not sure we're gonna make it this time. I guess now I'm just kind of experimenting with what you can do as opposed to what you should do. Yeah, let's not do that. I think I might call it quits with this one. It seems like it could be a lot of fun. I haven't experimented enough to find out, to find a build that truly works for me, but I believe there are some. I really like the concept of this game, and I look forward to its full release. I will keep an eye on it, and I'll check it out again when it's out. I could spend a bit more time in it, which I might do again off stream if I feel like it, but I like to get through a few more demos today. So, first million, they're pretty cool. This next one is called Miniature Land 4 Seasons. Its description reads, an escape room adventure set in a handcrafted miniature world. Can you find your way back home? It's tagged with adventure, point and click, atmospheric, realistic, and nature. From what I saw of this game, it looks very charming. As you can see, it uses miniatures. It's a point and click. This demo, you'll experience everything from stumbling into the bouquet garden to entering the mansion. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to play. Now please enjoy the world of miniatures. I will. Enter the mansion. Okay, well there's a watering can. I suppose we will continue through here. Is that the mansion I heard of? There's a ladder here. Oh. Need someone to wipe that dirt off. Oh, I got a tablecloth. Cute little table. It's not opening. There's a keyhole. Maybe... Oh, I can look around here. Really need to cut that ivy. And that gate isn't opening. There's the hut I came out of. Some scissors. Unlock. I don't know the combination. Oh, and I can't go in, I guess. That gate's not opening. Well, now I can trim the ivy. Ah, that was blocking it. There's a bench back here with nails. Don't have anything to take those off yet. It's a bit damp. There are lines visible only on the damp parts. The fountain handle is missing. Oh, of course. I can wipe that off. 735. Okay. Aw. It's impossible to look at miniatures of normal everyday things and not think, aw. It's like, the film, Night of the Lepus. It's a horror movie about, well, it's quote-unquote horror movie. It's from, like, the 60s, and so most horror movies from back then are just not really scary nowadays. But it was about rabbits that somehow got turned giant and attacked a small town. But every now and then they would cut to rabbits, like hopping around miniatures and toppling over miniature cars and stuff. And if if that was done nowadays, people would probably just use CG or something to make them look big, and it wouldn't necessarily be scary, but it wouldn't be as cute as seeing rabbits playing around with miniatures. There's the fountain handle. Oh, drag that. Aww. Full of water. ECG. There we go. And what is this? Oh. Oh, you can either click to just do that, or you can rotate them yourself. Interesting. Looks like you could put something in it. Water? Oh, I see. That one faces that way, that one faces that way. Oh. I got a key. Stage clear. Thank you for playing the demo. The story continues in the full version. Please add it to your wish list and look forward to the full release. I think this has the potential to be a very cozy, cute point-and-click game. I already just love the aesthetic and everything. I enjoyed that thoroughly. Short as it may be, that's very charming. Next is a game called Beyond Yardwork Simulator. It seems from the Steam store page to be sort of a mix between Power Wash Simulator and Leaf It Alone. This one seems to be general yard work, even though it's called Beyond Yardwork. The game is... well, I've opened it, and it's just on a black screen right now. Oh, it's using 100% my CPU. I gotta stop that. This is very finicky. Hopefully it looks okay. It's strange. Went into a weird sort of resolution. Now I've got it in windowed mode. For some reason, the resolutions aren't great. I'm pretty sure that's not my normal 1440p, so I don't know what to do about that. But yeah, I've also had to lower the graphics settings so it's not taking up 100% of my CPU. I did see a couple of things online about this one. Games on the Steam store nowadays have to disclose whether it has and the extent of its usage of AI. And this one doesn't say anything about it, yet I've seen people mention online that it does use it, and I'm not sure in what extent, so I guess I'll see. Oh no, it's using 100% CPU again. Oh. I think this is Unreal Engine. I'm gonna go back to the main menu and lower the settings even more. Why is it playing this video every time I go between the menu and the game? I guess those are just loading screen tips. That's a loading screen. Okay. Is it just a thing with Unreal Engine that you can't change graphic settings in-game? You have to go back to the menu to do that? Or is that just this game? I hope in the full release you get more graphic settings than just low, medium, high. I'd like to reduce the blurriness of the filtering and the bloom and lighting and lens flares and everything. And the shadows, very much the shadows. Shadows, while they make games look better, they really make performance worse if you don't have a great graphics card. Okay, we'll start by picking up the trash, I guess. Like, moving the mouse has momentum, it doesn't stop when I stop. So there's a couple things here that I feel like should be changed. So I can just tap E on it to pick it all up. Oh, and you do have to hover over specific objects in the pile. Is this the trash? Or where do I place this? Oh, right over here. I see. Hopefully that's good enough. This one seems to be graphically more ambitious than the previous two games.
Just to keep the story from running away.
Pardon? How to make... this is smaller on my screen than it is for you. How to make a game... Is there a subtitle? I can't tell. I think I would prefer having the ability to just press E on any part within this circle here, within a group of trash, as opposed to having to hover very specifically over the object. Like, pressing E here, I feel like should pick up this pile instead of having to hover over each individual thing to pick it up each time. I'm also not sure if this music is royalty free or not. I assume so, but I hope it's okay to upload to YouTube. I'm sure it'll tell me if it is or isn't. Okay, you can whoa, you can sprint, but it does this. Also, is it just me or does it look like the character is limping? Oh, yeah, these reflections might also be another reason why the performance isn't great. Giving the player the ability to disable or change certain graphical things in the options, like reflections, shadows, post-processing, that kind of thing, should be a priority if it's not already going to be in the full game. Another thing that I would personally prefer in the main game is, while I can understand not wanting the player to really go from one task to the other, to the other, to the other, like without finishing any of them first, I would at least like the option to decide which tasks I would like to do in which order. So picking up the trash, sure, fine. But if I want to, say, mow the lawn first, and then remove the weeds after that, then pick up the trash, I would like that option. Oh. Okay, so I can't turn on the spot with A and D. I have to either be going forward or backward. I'm not very good at remembering which directions I have to be pressing in order to move backwards in cars and games. One of many reasons I don't drive. Yeah, I feel like giving the player the ability to turn on the spot, maybe making the directions controlled by the mouse instead of A and D would be better. Like locking the vision of the player horizontally like it is now, so I can only look up and down. I think that's fine, and instead making left and right with the mouse instead of doing nothing here. It should be a way that you can turn. I don't like saying should when I'm giving my thoughts out on games that aren't finished, especially when they're indie games. Like, I think all of these are, although there's a whole discussion to be made about what even counts as an indie game anymore. But, you know, I feel like I shouldn't use the word should. Oh. What? Oh. The tutorial didn't say anything about this. I guess it's full. Oh, there isn't arrow telling me where to put it though. That's useful. I feel like using the word should when it comes to giving feedback on unfinished indie games isn't great. I feel like terminology you should use should be more like, this is what I would prefer, or if I was doing the game, this is what I would do. Or as I've been doing, just sort of saying, I believe it should be an option for players who want it, because people who play Power Wash Simulator, like me, are also the kind of people who like to do things very precisely. So I'd like to be able to easily trim around the edges of things and then be able to continue trimming the edge like this before I just go all over the place, you know? But having to back up and everything and only use the WASD keys for movement, it's not amazing. This part's satisfying though. Unless there's going to be strays on the side, but hopefully I can easily go back and get them. I am sort of getting the hang of it, but having to get the hang of it doesn't seem like something a player should have to do. I feel maybe it should be a bit more intuitive than this. Blow all of this here, or as much of it as I can. That, you might not want to put so much grass in an area that's not easy to get to. With all the little bits around that wood pile and shelf and everything. One thing I do enjoy about the way this game looks is that you can tell that it's not like, well, not exactly like a lot of those games that you see on Steam nowadays, where the image used for like the Steam store listing looks great, and then once you actually look at the actual screenshots of the gameplay, it looks completely different. It looks like default Unity assets that have just been flipped to make a quick, easy game purely for profit. But this one, you can tell, actually has work put into it, because it's actually got shading and post-processing, unlike a lot of those sort of asset flipping Unreal Engine games I was talking about. You see a lot of those on Steam nowadays. I feel like one of the main differences between this and something like Power Wash Simulator is, at least with this mowing section, it's more like something where you make multiple passes and get the things that you missed on the previous pass each time, as opposed to something like Power Wash Simulator where if you want to, it's not at all difficult to just make one pass of the entire thing that you have to clean, whether it's a building or a vehicle or an object. You're able to just make a single thorough pass of it. Whereas in this one, it seems to be pretty difficult to do that. And it's easier to just go back and forth along here and just getting the bits that you missed, rather than being very thorough and only making a couple of passes like a lot of people probably do in Power Wash Sim. I know that's what I do. It's very finicky to get around here, and turning around in such a tight space. I feel like Austin Powers making a 23-point turn. Again, I feel like turning on the spot would make it easier to get around tricky areas like that. I think that's everything back there. Yeah, unless there's like some tiny little bits that I missed, but hopefully it doesn't need me to be that thorough. I don't know how easy this would be, but it seems more realistic is that once you move on from like the pick up the trash job to the mow the lawn job, the furniture, like the table, the chairs, the grill, the flower pots get moved onto like the driveway or the path there to make it easier to get the grass, so you don't have to mow around the small objects. I've been pressing the WASD keys so much that my fingers are starting to go numb. I don't know whether that's because I've just been pressing them so much or I just have bad circulation, or both. Probably both, let's be honest. Since my fingers are getting numb, it's harder to be precise with which ones I'm pressing at the same time in order to turn around properly. And just generally turn. Oh. Okay, good. You don't need to be amazingly thorough, thankfully. So it looks like the leaves only need to be gotten off the driveway. Into the bag, you say? They don't need this, do they? Oh, they do. It's a bin, not a bag. Unless I misread it, but I'm fairly certain it said bag, not bin. Okay, when you hold left click, you're moving this, not the camera. If you move it to the very edge of your screen, it'll move the camera. Technically, I just need to move them off the path, right? I'll try and get them to go towards the bin, but I can't guarantee it'll work. Yeah, this is closer to Leave It Alone in terms of the job you're doing, since this is, you know, leaves. Speaking of Leave It Alone, I think it's supposed to be getting a content update relatively soon. I don't think they've actually said when it's coming out, but it's going to be adding new maps, and I'll probably stream it when that comes out, and probably along with it, just redoing the one level of story that's already there. Whoa, whoa. The performance wasn't amazing there. This is pretty satisfying. And it's not just the tufts you have to get the bits between the cracks there. Oh, 100%. Nice. Wash the surface. I don't think a tutorial came up telling me how to do that. Is there a... oh, there's a power washer. But yeah, I don't think a tutorial came up either that, or I accidentally skipped it. And I assume it's just... oh wait! Oh, that actually has physics. Can that get tied around there? What happens if I just keep... it's gonna get shorter. Presumably, yeah. Yeah, it just phases through. That's alright. Oh, I don't think I can rotate the nozzle like Power Wash Sim. Oh, are there reflections? Oh, the water quality. The water quality being so high might be why even the lowest graphic settings are quite resource intensive. Hopefully the full game has more detailed graphics options. I get the feeling this one's going to be cut down quite a bit in the video. I wish I could rotate the nozzle. And unlike Power Wash Sim, I don't think you're able to press a button to highlight all of the dirt. Maybe that could be an option. A button that highlights the current task, like press the button and it highlights the trash that you can pick up, or bits of unmowed grass, or leaves that you've missed. Oh, so there is actually a limit to how far this can go. Okay. Got to be too thorough, I suppose. Okay, it's not that bad. It's only horizontally. There's no depth or height that you have to do. Oops. That's the right one, though. Right, oh. Can I see the tutorial there again? Which you can rotate. How do I rotate it? Oh, WASD. Developer, if you're watching this, please put WASD or arrow keys or whatever in the bottom left saying rotate, or in the tutorial tell us how to rotate. Okay. Besides that one that I missed because I couldn't figure out how to rotate to get a better look at the object, and I got them all there. Okay. Level 2. Almost level 3. Payout, 485, plus the tip, minus the costs, 613. Okay, I thought it crashed for a second. Spend the money earned from jobs when renovating your home and garden. Oh. Oh, I see. So you don't use it to upgrade tools or anything, you just clean up your own place? Alright. Oh. That's very loud. It just a trailer for the game? I can't lower the... what? Okay. I think that means that the demo is over. This game is ruining my PC, so I'm just gonna go ahead and exit. I went from 100% GPU usage to 6. Thanks, Unreal Engine. Okay, that one seems like it could be a very good game. I feel like more than the last two games, it has some issues that need ironing out. Mainly optimization and graphic settings. Okay, next is a game simply titled Kotámon. My sis found a super rare card in her cereal box, so I became a garbage man to find the entire collection and earn $1 million. Yeah, just a simple, catchy little title that rolls off the tongue. I saw this one and it just seemed very charming from what I saw of it at the very least. Okay, this game, I'll just pull it up so you can actually see. This game looks a bit more horny than it seemed on the Steam page. We'll see how much I can get away with streaming. Also, I'm not sure how YouTube will handle it. Okay, new game. Anyone who gathers the entire collection of Kotámon from Nyanchi Crunchy Flakes boxes will win $1 million. This seems like the kind of game for a specific demographic that I don't necessarily fall into. But from the Steam store page, the gameplay looked fun, so... USSR, what? Oh, is that like a gacha thing? Ultra... Super rare or something? So far, no one has managed to find the rarest card. No one except my stupid sister Koda. Why is she stupid? Because she unknowingly threw it away. Here we are working at the garbage dump to find Kotámon and the rest of the cards. I don't know for certain, but I get the feeling this artist does other things. See these garbage heaps, walk up to one and press E to start collecting. Garbage is collected in your bag until it is full. When it is full, drop the bag into the garbage shredder to earn some money. Tired, grab a can of beer from the vending machine outside your home. Did you have a vending machine full of beer right outside your home? You clean the cards you find, or glue them together from pieces and erect to the desk in the garage. If you need upgrades, drop by my office, but they're not free, mind you. Okay. Guess I'll just start getting hold E to buy. What do you mean, hold to buy? I guess I'll... Pile of garbage is being created now. Okay. Oh, it turns into actual garbage that you collect. Okay. You can just hold left click by default. Unlike Leaf It Alone, where it's an upgrade. And unlike Leaf It Alone, you start with the upgrade to bag the trash instead of just having to put each individual thing into the... Well, in that game it's the trash, but in this it's a compactor. It's a little expensive, but... Oh. Oh. Yeah, it's clever. So what am I supposed to do when I finally find a card or pieces of a card to glue together? Is it just gonna, like, go in the bag without me realizing, or am I actually going to have a separate interaction option with it? I think having something to show the cursor, like a reticle in the center of the screen, would be a good idea. Because it doesn't really matter when you're picking from the middle of a giant pile, but if you're just picking up the things around the edge, it does kind of help to be able to see exactly where you're pointing. I am concerned that some of these bones might be human, but you know what? It's not my business. Is there anything I can do in here? Oh, I can actually get upgrades. Alright. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know what's going on there. Keep wanting to press E to pick up the can. Maybe there's gonna be a single card in here. Who knows? Well, the developers would know, but they ain't here. Get one of these. I keep wanting to press E to take it. I think it's just the fact that usually it's E to pick up useful things in games, and left click to, well, at least in this one, it's left click to pick up trash. I'm starting to feel like there's not going to be a card in this pile. Oh? I think that's it. Oh, there's two. It looks three? Looks like there might be a few. Let's just go ahead and pick it up. Okay. This doesn't end the demo or anything as soon as you pick one up. I was a little worried about that. Okay, we're almost done here. Only a couple more bags, I think. Sorry for any motion sickness because of the way I'm moving the camera, but I kind of have to. Yeah, I think there were just the 3 cards in there, and they were all close to each other. Okay. And... is that... oh. Is that it? Nope. I mean, at this point, you probably just have to keep buying them. I thought there might be like a special thing. Maybe like the end of the demo is when you finish the first pile off or something. How long is this demo actually? Maybe it's after you clean your first card or something? I'm not sure. Oh, okay. She who must not be named summons the ancient shark spirit. Okay. It's something alright. Hophead, if the Sea of Beer card is played, turns into a beautiful dolphin. The Salty Sailor. Let's just, you know. There we go. Just play it safe. Deep oh, come on. Drains enemy HP equal to damage. Blood Cat. So there's the 3 cards. J. Oh, it's an actual collection book. I suppose I can just save this here. I think I'll call it there for the stream at least. I'll go back and play more of it on my own time. But yeah, that seems... I mean, it's fun. It seems like it'd be very satisfying to fill up the collection and everything. Yeah, I mean, it's got cute art style and everything. I like the designs of like all the knockoff brand trash and everything. I definitely look forward to playing the full game. It's cute. It's fun.